Well, hello and welcome to the Hour of Code 2022. Hour of Code is a global movement that supports computer science and coding for all students. For Hour of Code, we'll be using Minecraft Education Edition, and this year's Hour of Code experience is called the Escape Estate. So before we actually start playing, I'd like to introduce ourselves, and we're the hosts for today. My name's Sarah Snowden. I'm the Programme Manager for the Hub Minecraft Learning Centres that run across Wales. I'm a global Minecraft trainer and I'm also a global mentor as well. And I'm really excited that I've got two other colleagues with me today, and I'll hand over to Manon to introduce herself.
Hi, my name's Manon Watkins and I'm a classroom teacher. I'm one of the trainers for the Minecraft Learning Centres here in Wales, and I'm also a Minecraft global mentor. And we are super excited to have a very special guest with us today. We have Taylor from Minecraft with us. Would you like to introduce yourself, Taylor?
Absolutely. My name is Taylor Feddersen, and I am a software engineer with Minecraft Education Edition, which means that I get to work on all sorts of cool features on Minecraft. So like what happens when you press C to code, or updating the art for the new and featured button, all sorts of things like that.
Wow, we're really pleased to have Taylor with us. This is an amazing privilege for us all. So back to today. Back to the game. So Escape Estate is the name of the game, and our mission is to escape this mansion. But it's not as easy as you think. The mansion isn't called Escape Estate for nothing. Each room in the mansion has an escape room.
What is an escape room?
Well, before I answer that, maybe one of our learners out there today could let their teachers know what they think an escape room is, and your teachers, can you put it into the Q&A? And we're just going to give you a minute just to think about that. What is an escape room? Oh, I can hear some brains ticking away out there. Oh, we've got one up already. Yep, it's just going to have a look at that published question. Get a couple of them coming in now. Yeah, so it's a room that you're locked in and you must answer clues to solve puzzles to get out of the room. Oh, fantastic answers and brilliant.
That is great. Thank you for your suggestions. So yeah, an escape room is a game where player must uncover clues, solve puzzles, like you mentioned, and complete tasks in one or more rooms. And the goal is simple. You want to escape the room. This sounds exciting. I really can't wait to get started.
I know it really does sound exciting. So we're going to have a fantastic time, I'm sure, today running this hour of code. However, I want to make sure that you're fully prepared before we start playing the game.
Okay, so what exactly do we need, Sarah?
Okay, well, the main thing we need is computational thinking.
Okay, what is computational thinking?
Another good question. Okay, well, it's actually it's an approach to problem solving. It uses specific skills and practices. And I'm just going to bring some of these up on the screen for us to have a look at now. There's 4 parts to computational thinking. There's decomposition, there's pattern recognition, there's abstraction and algorithms. And these are all skills that we need to learn to develop the skills to be able to go through problems and go through that process of solving the problems for any kind of tasks. And although there's 4 parts to computational thinking, you don't necessarily use all 4 parts all the time. Sometimes you might use a combination of 2 or 3 of them, and they're just useful for, developing or certain coding puzzles that you might need to solve. And it's not only in coding that computational thinking is helpful in computer science, but you can actually use these same approaches when you're trying to solve problems in other areas of your life as well, and areas you might not even realize it.
Okay, I think it would be a good idea to explore each of these skills within computational thinking, don't you?
I do. I think it's a very good idea. And I'll tell you what, seeing as we've got our expert with us from Minecraft, Taylor, how would you like to help us explain what these different terms of computational thinking are?
Yeah, I think that would be a great idea. Okay, so let's start with if Taylor could explain to us what the term decomposition means. And while Taylor is explaining this term, I want you learners to think about how you use or might use decomposition in other school subjects, or if you can give us a real world example, let your teachers know and they can add it to the chat and we'll talk about them. So over to you, Taylor.
So decomposition means breaking down a problem into easier pieces to solve. So that could be something like if you're trying to solve a jigsaw puzzle, instead of trying to focus on the whole image at once, only focusing on a small little corner and, solving that first and then moving on to another small area of the puzzle. That way it makes it easier to think about and approach the problem.
That's a very good explanation, Taylor. Thank you very much. And let's have a look if our learners have put anything, give anything to their teachers to pop into the chat. Have we got anything that's thinking about using decomposition in everyday life? Okay, yeah, we've got a few in here. We've got in getting ready for the gym in the morning. That's a good one. Yeah, I like that. It could be getting ready for school or something like that as well. So I think the next term we need to think about is pattern recognition. So Taylor, could you give us an example of pattern recognition?
Absolutely. So pattern recognition is recognizing similarities between either parts of the problem or problems that you've solved in the past. And so this could be something like in our jigsaw puzzle example, recognizing there are certain pieces of the puzzle that have at least one flat edge to them. And so we can kind of group those together and use those to solve the edge of the puzzle first. That way it makes it easier.
Brilliant. Is there any learners out there? Can you think of an example of pattern recognition? Okay, we've got the cycle of day and night. That's a really great example. So thank you for sharing those. Taylor, could you now explain what the term abstraction means? And again, if you can think of any subjects you use abstraction in or any examples, please let your teachers know so we can discuss them. So over to you, Taylor.
So abstraction means thinking about the problem with the right level of detail for what you're trying to solve. So for something like making toast in the morning, you need to know, to put the bread in the toaster and to turn the toaster on, but you don't need to know how the toaster itself is working. You don't need to know how all the electronics and heating elements work in it. You just need to know to put the bread in and turn the toaster on.
Wow, okay, that's a really good explanation again, Taylor. I'm so glad you are with us today. And if we have a look at the chat, see if our learners have got any examples of abstraction for us. Okay, a good one. We were going back to kind of the food theory again. We're making a cake. We can provide ingredients to the cake, switch the oven on, select the temperature, number of the minutes to bake it, but we don't need to know the actual workings of the oven to bake the cake. Absolutely true. So I think that's 3 of them down now, isn't it? So if we go on now to think about algorithms, Taylor, while you're with us, could you explain this term for us? And again, learners, think about it and pop them into the chat. Sorry, Taylor.
That's okay. So algorithms is a certain set of steps needed or kind of solutions to solve the problem, like a strategy to solve the problem. So something, again, like going back to our jigsaw puzzle example, about maybe your algorithm is sorting the pieces into edge and center pieces, and then solving the edge of the puzzle, and then filling in and solving the center of the puzzle.
Brilliant. So some really good examples there and submitted by the learners as well. We've got how to use a computer, using it in maths, making a ham and tomato sandwich. I like that example. There are specific steps to complete. Yeah, and then if you miss a step or complete the steps in the wrong order, you won't get that sandwich. So some really good examples there. Thank you. So thank you, Taylor, for explaining those as well. We've got all these critical skills. We've got these now, and we're ready to take on anything or anybody. You never know what lies ahead.
Getting stuck can be scary. But with code, we can find a way to solve so many problems. Minecraft Hour of Code invites you to the Escape Estate for a new challenge. Solve puzzles in each room using blocks. Or Python. Code your way out by dawn to earn 1,000,000 emeralds. And discover the power of computational thinking. Everyone's invited.
Yes, you are all invited along. Today we are going to try this Escape Estate Minecraft world. So now that we've got an understanding of what computational thinking is and how this can help us to solve problems and complete tasks, we should be ready to try out Escape Estate. And in this Minecraft world, we're going to have challenges to escape from this mansion before dawn. Do you think you're ready?
Wow, this sounds awesome. So what exactly will I do during this game?
Okay, well, don't worry. There's 3 things that you really need to think about when you're doing the Hour of Code in this game to help us successfully escape. So let's go through these 3 things. Okay, the first and important one is that we need to look for the gold particles. So when we go into a room, we need to look for the gold particles because they're going to give us hints and clues about what we're looking for in that room and what we need to do next. So that's the first tip. The second thing is that there's been a secret diary left for us in this escape mansion, and there's pages around the mansion, and we need to pick those up because they will give us a few more hints and tips on how to escape these different rooms. And the third thing is debug. We need to debug lots of codes to solve the problems in the different coding puzzles.
Oh, wait, Sarah, what does that mean?
Okay,
Taylor,
right.
are you still with us? Maybe we can ask Taylor here. I need help from an expert to explain what debugging means.
Good idea, Manon. Taylor, can you help us?
Sure. So debugging is the process of looking through your solution to the problem and figuring out where a mistake is, where something went wrong, and then fixing it. So an example, I'm sure that we've all gotten a math problem wrong at some point. And so debugging would be going back through and tracing out the steps of your work in order to find where you went wrong and then fixing it and correcting the problem.
Thank you, Taylor. I'm glad you're with us. Really am. Okay, so do you think we're ready to try out this Escape Estate world? We've got problems to solve, we've got tasks to do. Now that we know what debugging means, do you think we're ready to try out the Escape Estates and challenge ourselves to escape the different rooms? Do you think we're ready?
I think I'm ready.
I'm so sorry. I'm afraid that I need to leave you guys, so we have a coding emergency in the Minecraft office. Remember, though, to use computational thinking and go debug any broken code you can find.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you, Taylor. Thanks a lot. See you then. Bye.
Thank you.
Manon. It seems it's like it's just down to us too. So we're really going to need these learners to help us, and
we can definitely
perhaps help each other as we go along.
Yes. So teachers, if you need to, please could you help all your students to log into Minecraft Education Edition? And if you don't already have a Minecraft account, well, you'll need to use the option on the right. Okay. So after logging in, you should launch the Hour of Code world, and I'll walk you through where to find that now. So let me share my Minecraft screen with you all.
Okay, so while Manon's just swapping over there, just make sure that you're watching us as we go along. We're going to do some of this coding together, and then at certain points we're going to need your help, so it'll be over to you. And but we'll walk through quite a few things first of all. So Manon will take us through how to actually get into this world first of all.
Okay, so hopefully you can see my screen there. So I've got Minecraft already open. So we need to find the arrow code world. So we're gonna, on the main dashboard here, we're gonna click on View Library. And then you'll see these options. So we need to choose Subject Kits and find Computer Science. It's the one in the corner here. Okay, hopefully you can all follow me along, and you can see here we've got Hour of Code. So here we've got the Hour of Codes that have been in the past as well, but we want the Escape Estate on the top. Okay, we then Create World button on the right, and this hopefully will launch the world ready for our adventure. Very exciting. So while the game is loading, we need to start thinking about what device we're on. Okay, so have you got a touch device, or maybe you've got a keyboard on a laptop or a computer? So that'll be the first thing we'll have to choose when we enter the game. We'll have to select either the keyboard button or the touch control device. So say it's an iPad or something, you would use the touch control device option. So hopefully it's building our terrain now. We're nearly there. I'm very excited. Okay, so as I mentioned, here is where we select our device that best applies to you. We're going to go with keyboard here. So once you've reached the screen, wait here, okay, and we'll talk you through what we're going to do next.
Okay, I'm just going to swap back over. Okay, we're going to be going through a tutorial sequence, so if you just wait here for a second and we'll talk you through what this means, because we might have some learners out there that haven't actually used Minecraft before, so we just want to make sure you're all up to the speed and how to move around and get through this tutorial. If you do know how, you will be able to skip the tutorial, but if you bear with us for a minute while we talk through this tutorial. Okay, so the tutorial is going to teach you how to navigate around. You'll see instructions coming up on the bottom of the screen, like you can see on there, where it says use your mouse to look around, and it's just above the hotbar there, and they'll provide the tips on what to do next. The first thing that we're going to do is learn to use the mouse to look around, and you'll see that there's golden orbs popping up around the screen, and they'll help you learn to look around this Minecraft world using your mouse, and or depending if you're on a touch device, you'd use the your touchpad to move around there, and you need to be able to touch on those golden orbs and make them go pop. Okay, so that's the first thing that you need to do. And then when you've done that, we're going to go on a little walk. And if you're on a keyboard, you're going to use W to walk forward. If you're on a touch control device, you'll be using the arrow key. And it's just going to help you practice to walk around, move forward, etc. And there'll be a few sequences to go through there. Next, we're going to be actually trying to jump. So with a keyboard device, you'd be pressing W to move and then using the space bar to jump. If you're on a touch device, you're using the arrow key and then the diamond to be able to jump. So this is what our little tutorial's like, and we're going to go back into the world now.
Okay, thank you, Sarah. So for all those who need the sequence, click on the button that says start tutorial here. Okay, if everybody else, let the others practice for a few minutes and then we'll move on together to the mansion. Okay, we're going to click on Start Tutorial. So like Sarah mentioned, we're looking at those orbs. We're practicing looking around and pointing those crosshairs towards the orb that we can see there. And have I managed to find them all? Oh, there's one up there and there's one further down. There we go. That's the first part done. So you'll see the instructions there. Press W to move forward. So I'm going to follow this little path here. And it says now press A to move left. And then W again. Some of you might be using your mouse to maneuver as well, which is absolutely fine. Press D to move right. W to move forward. A to move left. There's W again. And we're nearly there. Yes, we are. Okay. Now navigate past the wall. Again, I could use my mouse to navigate, or I could use those keyboard keys. The A and D to move right and left. Okay, W to move again, but then we're going to press space to jump. So let's try jumping at the same time. There we go. And we made it. Brilliant. So we've reminded ourselves of how to do that. Great. We can always press H as well to show the controls if we forget one of those controls. Okay. Right click the button. It's telling me to go forward. W and click the button. Oh, okay. So we've got an NPC here, Dr. Brakowski, and we're going to right click to interact with him. Let's try that. Okay, we've got a dialogue box here, and don't forget you can always use the immersive reader feature, because reading and understanding the information we'll come across is going to be vital to our mission. So let's try out this immersive reader. I think this is going to be very useful. Okay, and let's press play.
Hello,
here.
I am Dr. Dodge Brakowski. I see you've received my invitation. Do you think you have what it takes to escape the mansion by dawn and claim the 1 million emeralds? Excellent. Now head to the front door to begin your challenge.
Wow, that would be an amazing prize.
Oh,
1 million emeralds.
I'm getting very excited now.
Let's press let's go. So we're walking towards the mansion. Hope you're coming along as well with me. I don't fancy being on my own.
Well, I'm glad you're with me.
Oh, what's happening? I'm being pulled along, and the mansion's gobbled us up.
Oh, it look like we've just been pulled in there. Oh. Gosh, where are we here? Look, there's some of those sparkly things we talked about over on the right.
Okay, I think someone's given us clues with those gold particles. I think I'll keep an eye out for these because they might help us. Okay.
You've got something in your hotbar there now.
Oh yes, I see. Okay, I found, if I right click, it'll open it. Yeah, I found a lost diary. And we need to find missing pages as we explore the mansion. Okay. Oh, shall I use the immersive reader here again?
Good idea, yeah.
Yeah.
Entry number 1, the attic. Dear Diary, last week, I received an invitation from some mystery person, challenging me to escape this mansion. The note said that if I escaped by dawn, I'd win 1 million emeralds. Though I didn't need the emeralds, I thought a challenge like this would make a great video for my channel. However, when I arrived here I was gobbled up by the mansion. I know that doesn't make sense, but it is the truth, I swear. When I came to, I found myself in this attic. There are 3 locked doors, one of them must be a way out. I just need to figure out how to open them.
Okay, so the mansion did gobble us up and we're in the attic.
Look over there, there's some more particles and I can hear a noise coming from over there too.
Okay, I think someone needs our help. I'm going to go and investigate.
Are you sure?
Oh,
it's Agents and he's stuck. You can't open the floor vent because the code is broken. What we're going to do?
Okay, so I think we're going to have a go at debugging this code. And if we help the agent will help us escape the attic.
Right, okay. But it looks like we need to choose which program language we want to use.
Okay, what's a programming language?
Well, a program language is a language that can be used by programmers or developers like Taylor, yeah, and to connect to the computers, to talk to the computers. And we've got two languages here. So like you would have English and Welsh. We have got Blocks language and Python language. I think we should use the Blocks language.
Okay, right. So I've clicked the blocks and the agent says to press C to view the code and then run the code to see what's wrong. Okay, I'm going to press C. And this is the code builder window. I think I'll make this bigger. Oh, I can. If I click larger window there, it's going to make it a bit bigger for us. Okay, so at
lots
the top
like
here,
lots of information there.
Yeah, there's at the top we've got the coding task here. So the box with the orange arrow on the floor is your cursor, and you'll need to use this throughout the house. Okay, so we need to open the trapdoor and release the agent. So we've got a light bulb here. So this is a hint button. I think that's going to be useful. We've also got undo and redo buttons here. We've got a toolbox. So this is where you'll find all the blocks you need to create your code. This is, you'll choose a block and you can drop it into your coding workspace here. Once you've made a code, you can then run it by pressing the start button. So I'm going to run the code now and see if I can figure out what's happened and what's wrong.
Before you do though, don't you think it'd be helpful if we could have the Minecraft screen showing as well, so we can kind of like figure out what's going on?
Yes, let's make this smaller. And look, I can flip window as well, so I can make sure I can see. Yeah, and I've got the code builder to the side. So learners, work with us now in your world as we try out our computational thinking skills to debug this code. So I'm going to go ahead and run this code and see what happens. Okay, so like the agent says, the code is broken, so we need to debug this.
Okay, well, before we start debugging, just let's have a quick reminder what those computational thinking skills are that we need: decomposition, pattern recognition, abstraction, algorithms. So decomposition, can we break down this problem that we've got? You know, is it something, what can we do to rescue the agent? Can we put it down into small parts? Are there any patterns or similarities to help us solve that problem? That's the pattern recognition. Abstraction, is there a simple way of getting this problem, you know, abstracting, picking out the most important bits we need to do? And then algorithms, can we create a step-by-step approach?
Okay, so let's get to it. I'm going to get my screen back up. So I think I'm gonna walk around and see if I can count how many blocks we need here. So make sure you're doing this along with us. So let's see, we can see the agent there. So I think 1, 2, 3. I think let's change it. Let's increase the number of moves to 3, and I'm going to press start. Oh, that didn't work.
Well, I think we need to be very specific in the instructions in the code. So if we take another look, this is a little bit of decomposition because we've actually just done the first part of the code. Think about the next bit. So we've moved the cursor along, but what do we need to do next?
Okay, I've seen the block I need. We need to add open trapdoor for it to work. So let's run that code.
Oh, it was closed, the trapdoor's open, but now we need to help the agent move up. Let's look for the agent move up block to help us.
Let's see if I can find that block. Loading. So we've already got agent move up 1 already there. Okay, let's change up to 2. I'll give that a go.
Hey,
Yay.
fantastic. We've definitely rescued the agent now. But now we've got to make a choice, haven't we? The agent's opened a green door for us, but the diary did say there were 3 doors. So what do you want to do?
I think we'll talk to the agent again and see if we can open another door.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so. Yeah, we need to open the skylights to let the moonlight in. So let's look up at the ceiling. Okay.
We've got some more arrows up there.
Yeah, that looks easy. I'm going to run this code. Famous last words. Let's run this code and see what happens. It's a little bit slow for us today. Okay, right. So we got the code already given to us. Let's run that and see what happens.
Okay. So I think we need to try and debug the code. Maybe those coloured arrows on the ceiling can help us debug the code in which direction we need to go.
Good thinking. Okay, so let's see. There are multiple ways we could actually solve this puzzle, but we could go in different directions. Let's see. I'm going to start with, we'll leave the open trapdoor, cursor move by 2. I'm then going to find the block that says open trapdoor, and then we need to move the orange 2, and then I think the open trapdoor one again.
Yeah.
And then move the other way. So looking at the cursor, I need to move
2
in
blocks
that
again.
directions and hopefully open the trapdoor. Let's see. There are, there's a different way we can do this. In coding, there are often multiple algorithms that can solve the same problem.
Great, fantastic. Oh, yeah, well, we're on our way. We've opened the yellow door and we can head through that. I agree with Agent. Another amazing debugging, Manon.
Thank you. I am going to get out of this attic.
Oh, off we go again. Oh, Agent's got another message for us. Okay, so he says we've got more clues to find. We've got puzzles to solve and code. Oh, some debugging to do as well to make our way out of here.
We need to remember too that sometimes solutions won't be clear and not all puzzles will take code to solve either. So when we find a puzzle, we need to remember to run the code first and then see what's wrong, debug it and fix that faulty code. It's much easier than writing code from scratch. And like the agent says, keep an eye out for clues such as particles. These will help guide you.
Okay, all right. Well, this is a bit of a strange looking room, but let's have a look around. Let's see. Oh, I can see some more gold particles over there. Let's take a look.
Oh, the walls are moving.
Oh gosh.
Okay, it's now a glass wall and the screen is giving us instructions to run the code. So again, it's telling us to proceed the code. So I will do that.
Have a read what the instructions say at the top, couldn't we?
Yes, so remember the instructions will always be at the top of the code builder window.
Okay. So it's telling us we've got to move the clay ball through the vents in order to reach the next section. So I think we should run the code, Manon, see if we can move the clay ball to the right place. Let's have a go.
Okay, well, that's not correct. So maybe I could use that hint button, remember, to help. So what's
Good
it telling
thinking.
us? Yeah.
Okay.
So it's saying use the clay ball, move direction by number. Okay, so we need, let's just see if I can put that. Yeah, so we've got exactly what we need to one side, and I can code and have a look at what we're trying to do. So clay ball, move right by 2. Are we happy with that? Yeah, I think I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
And then we need
right.
the clay ball to move up. I'm looking to the side there. I think we need to move up 2. Then we need the clay ball to move all the way. So let's move left. How many blocks would that be? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's give that a go. And then we want it to move.
He's going to have to come down, isn't he?
He is.
Or
One
it is,
block.
sorry.
Okay, so let's try that code.
Yeah. Hey. Oh, let's close that wall back up. So that's not the way out.
There's another part of the wall opened here to reveal another window. Okay. Right, looks like the golem behind the glass, and the screen is informing us to press C again. So let's do that. Some more coding is needed here. And again, I'm going to read the instructions in the code builder before I run the code.
Okay, gives an idea, won't it? Okay, so we need to move that clay golem to move forward 6 blocks. Also, the golem needs to step on a pressure plate, and you need to make him wait before moving forward. Gosh, this sounds very complicated.
Well, how about we run the code first to see if it needs debugging?
Good idea, yeah. Oh, he didn't wait.
No, he didn't wait. Okay.
Maybe the hint again will help us.
Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, we need the wait for block.
It's there in the toolbox, isn't it? Yeah.
There we go. So if we get him to move forward 2, then wait. Get him to move forward 2 again, then wait. And I think another 2 and wait. Hopefully you're managing to do this.
Yeah, now don't forget, Leonard, you might have your code slightly different, but still get the same results. That's fine, as long as we get the same results. There he waits.
Yeah. If the golem manages to escape, then you've managed to succeed. So
we've solved that puzzle. Oh, wow. Okay, I think we need to look for some more gold particles, maybe, or an open door. Do you think?
Okay, what's that over there?
There you go. There's some more right in front of you.
Oh, yes.
Did you notice that puzzle on the wall?
Yeah. Right, where are those particles? Here they are. Okay. Oh, did we spot? Has anybody spotted that down there? Before I do anything, I think that's another diary page, isn't it?
I think it is. There's no flies on you.
Okay, so dear diary, as my journey through the manor continues, I'm starting to see that this is no ordinary mansion. For example, today I found a room dedicated to making potions, not something you see every day, and yet I can't shake the feeling that I've been here before. Oh.
Well, I don't think it's any ordinary mansion. This room is dedicated to making potions.
Oh, the only feeling I have is that I want to get out of this room. Oh, okay. So I've clicked on those golden particles, and
that button reveals something else over there, didn't it? Those screens seem to have given us some more instructions.
So I've pressed C, and let's see what we've got to do here. Something to do with potions, perhaps?
Ingredients for a potion, maybe?
Okay, so they are ingredients. Okay, the code again. Then can you try and work this out first? and then we'll give you some time to have a go, and I will put some music on and I'll just give you a chance to figure this out before we do it together. I am. Okay, so I'm going to run this code and see what happens. Do you know, I've just thought there's a puzzle on the wall, wasn't there?
There was that what we saw when we first came in. Over there. Yeah.
I think that is a list of ingredients. So let's try the code. Okay, so I think we've got nether wart first. We've then got the, oh, what's that? A phantom membrane and spider eye. I think we need them in that order. Let's try that.
I don't fancy this potion.
Very nice. No, let's see.
We solved it.
Yes, we did. Okay. Oh, can we get out this way? Oh, yes, let's go.
There we go. There's the door.
Question is, where to next? Okay, this looks like a much nicer room than the last one.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if we can find some more of those gold particles. And oh, quick, there's some over there near that button. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Oh,
I
do like a waterfall. It reminds me of a waterfall near where I teach.
Oh, that's a very pretty place. Yes, and this is pretty. But we've got another instruction again to run code.
Okay.
Why do we need to run code now?
Okay, some more instructions. Okay, we'll have to have a look at the instructions at the top.
The water seems to be coming out fine.
It does, yeah. Gathering all those blocks we need. Okay, so the garden needs more water. So use the cursor to break some of these damaged bricks to get more water flowing. Okay, so
I think the learners need to try this again. So I think they should run it, see if it needs bugging. Maybe we should play some music.
Okay, so I'm going to give this a go now and see if we can get some water in the garden. That's my school bell, ignore that. Okay, so we're going to have a look with this cursor here. So we want the cursor to move down one and we want it to break that block. So that's fine. We then want the cursor to move 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. We'll keep that. We want to break a block. Now we need the cursor to move down. I don't think that's 4. I change that to 2. And then move once. That's fine. And break that block. Now we've reached this block. We've got one more. Let's move the block, move the cursor again twice. I want to get it above. Now, which colour is down? That's the
pink colour.
Pink one. And we want to move down 2 blocks. And again, we want to break the block to get more water. So let's run this code and fingers crossed. We can always go back and debug it if it's not quite there. Oh. Is it going?
No. Oh, it's running it now. Yeah.
Running it. Hopefully.
I hope your learners are rooting for us to get out of this. I bet they've all done this. Ah, there it's going now.
Ah. I don't think I've managed to do this correctly.
I know. We're not getting more water out.
Nope. But this is fine. This is all about looking at the code and seeing what's gone wrong. Let's open the code builder again. And let's just have another look. So move the cursor by 1. We do want to break the block. Move cursor by 4. I think I'm going to just try it once more. Let's have a look.
It's doing it this time. There's the water.
There we go.
I think it was still running the old code.
I think it was.
I'm glad you're in here with me then. It's not just me doing it on my own.
Always good to have some help. Always succeed doing it together. There we go. Okay.
Yay.
We've managed to get some more water. That's brilliant. Okay. Right, where to now?
Okay, I can't see. Oh, a few sparkles. Oh,
what's this over here?
Good spot there.
Diary. Okay, dear diary. As I made my way through the mansion, I discovered an old greenhouse. It's probably a lush garden in the past, but now only a trickle of water nurtures the plants here today. I know it's probably my imagination, but I could have sworn I saw something fly off into the bushes as I entered the room. What it may have been, I have no idea.
I don't think I want to know either. No.
Ooh, okay. So.
Got to give that greenhouse more water, and there's some more particles over there. Maybe there's a problem down here.
Okay, so yeah, I can see the cursor there.
Yeah.
Let's press C to see what the instructions are this time. Okay, it looks like the water isn't reaching the garden, so fill in all the holes so the water can flow correctly. Okay, so let's see if you can help us fix this problem, and I'll give you some time now to have a look at it. Use your debugging skills.
I think we need to place golden blocks to plug those holes in the fountain.
Okay.
And we've got some coloured arrows again to help us, Manon. So I think we could have a go at trying to work this out now.
Okay, so we've got, let's look at what we've got here. So yeah, we need 2 blocks there, don't we?
Yep.
Okay.
Getting wet
so
now.
I am getting wet. I don't like that. Okay, let's look back at our code. So we want to move the cursor twice there, and I can see actually a repeat block here. So I'm going to pop them out to there for now. And because I want this 2 blocks to plug in, I'm just going to repeat that instead of using all those blocks. Okay. So we've got the 2 there, and then we need to move to the other side to fill in these 2 holes here. So we need let's look at the cursor, the yellow.
Yellow, yeah.
Let's move the yellow. We're going to use this code that was given to us. Let's get rid of some of the ones we don't need. So we need yellow, and we're going to move twice. And again, I'm going to use the repeat block.
So this is going to make the code shorter.
Yeah, I think it'll be less blocks and a bit clearer what we're trying to do.
Right.
So I've filled that there. So we had, repeating that twice. So filling there. Now we need to go over to the other side. So the color cursor we need is
blue, isn't it?
Blue. Let's put that underneath the repeat block. And we want to move 2. And again, we need to fill in 2 holes. So I'm going to use repeat twice and move forwards then.
Now, will it matter if the learners haven't used repeat blocks?
No, it wouldn't matter at all. It wouldn't. I'm just showing you one way of doing it. You might have a completely different way of doing it, but don't worry. Well, let's see how I've done first of all. Let's see if I've managed to figure this out. Let's fill them in. Yay.
Ah, we've solved it. Oh, there, lots more water.
Fantastic.
Oh, look, we've got a garden growing now.
Yeah.
And that's because it's getting more water.
And I can see this golden path. Let's see
okay.
where it takes us. Oh, I need to do some jumping. Oh,
yeah, it's a bit
jump
tricky.
Up, jump up, and we're at the top.
I think this flower bed needs a little bit of attention.
Okay, you're right. There are coloured arrows again to help and instructions in the code builder. So learners, you're getting so good at this. I think you'll be able to work this out, no problem. So help us out. Have a go. Read the instructions at the top.
It's quite a tough one, even though you've got those coloured blocks on the wall that might help you for the number of spaces. I still think it's quite a tricky one. Manon, do you think we could walk through it?
Yeah, I think, it looks quite a challenge. So let's talk and walk through the moves together. So again, I think those repeat blocks might be useful here because look, we need, I think, seeing the pattern here, I think we need a lot of blue blocks. So a lot of blue flowers there. Yeah. So we've got that code here, haven't we? Plant a blue flower and then move 1, I think. And then how many times do we need that, Sarah?
Oh, I think it's about 4, 5 times. Just
5 times. Shall we go back and count?
Yeah, I think a good idea.
1, 2, well, let's count down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think I'm happy with that. We then need the cursor to move down to the next row. So that would be the colour.
The yellow ones, yellow flowers.
Yes, that's it. So we need the pink cursor, don't we, to move down a row. Yeah, and then that's it. So let's move down. And again, now we need to plant the yellow flowers. And I'm going to use, it's going to be the same, isn't it? It's going to be 5 flowers.
Yeah, to go all the way across.
So let's pop that in there. Okay. And then we need to go down to the next row. So again, it would be that purple or pink cursor, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
underneath the repeating block. I'll zoom out a bit so we can see this is getting quite a long code.
It is.
We need repeating again. At least I'm using repeat blocks. That is shortening it a little bit. So 5 times we want to plant a red flower and then move along by 1, and that's repeated 5 times. So we've got the repeats, we've got the cursor moving along between each one. Let's give this a go.
I think that pattern really helped us.
Yeah, it did. Puzzle solved. That did take quite a bit to work that out. So you should all be really proud of yourselves, even if you had to follow us along.
Yes, definitely, because it was a bit tricky that, and I'm proud that I think we might have escaped this room because there's the door open. So
well, we've left the garden looking nice too. So
we have, yes, done a good piece of work there.
Here we go.
Yeah. We go again. Oh, any idea what this room is?
No idea at the moment, but there are some gold particles to follow. We should do that because they've guided us all the way so far.
They have, yeah.
Okay. Right, I wonder what those are. I'm going to open the code builder and see what we need to do. What kind of room is this?
So this is just full of very strange rooms.
Very unusual. But we're doing a great job of figuring all these puzzles out. So well done, guys. Okay. you need to add a specific amount of blocks to each of the hoppers. Maybe there's something in the room that can help tell us how many. Okay.
Right, so they're hoppers, those things. Maybe
Yes.
there's some specific number of blocks that we need in each one. Learners, do you think there's something in this room that can tell us how many?
Shall we give them a go? Okay, so hopefully you've managed to figure out that we need to drop additional coloured blocks to have the hoppers start. So did you see the other coloured blocks? We could try and use the number of coloured blocks shown there to build our code. So again, I'm going to think about shortening this code. Okay, so I'm going to get them out of there. Do I need these 3? I can just change that number. I think that is a bit more efficient. So,
yeah.
Let's pop 2, like we can see above the hoppers there. How many blue
ones.
have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 blue.
Yeah.
And we've got 3 purple. And we've got 2 orange. We're going to add the orange to the end of the code and press play. Hopefully you've managed to solve that one. Yay.
Solved. Right. So they need to have a look for some more gold particles. Perhaps if you were
up there. Some there.
Oh, gosh, what on earth is that? Did you see though as we walked towards it, that sign appeared on the right?
Yeah. I wonder if it's a scale to weigh things on.
Oh.
Right, let's press C and open the code builder and see what we have to do here. Right, we need the scale to reach a total weight of exactly 23. And I did wonder what this sign was in the room. Do you think this could help us?
Is that the weight of the different animals?
I think so.
Right.
So we'll give you some time again to try and figure this out. Good luck.
I think I was right. That sign on the wall is telling us exactly how much each animal weighs. So if they've been able to do their maths, they should be able to work this one out.
Yeah, and with this one, again, there's numerous ways to complete this puzzle. So I'm just showing you one example. So I'm going to go for 2 sheep. I'm going to go for 3 cows and 2 chickens. Let's hope that works. Let's see on the scale now as we spawn these mobs. 2 sheep, 3 cows.
Going up. Yeah.
It is going up. Is it going to get the right weight?
23. Exactly.
Fantastic. But there were many ways you could have solved that one. So well
so we
done.
could have had 4 cows and 1 sheep. That would have still got us to 23. Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic. Okay.
And I think we just need to have a bit of a wander around, see if we can find some gold particles again.
We do.
And upstairs. Oh, what's that noise?
What is that noise? Okay. So let's open the code builder here. Oh, these sound scary.
Didn't see any diary pages again, did you notice any?
I didn't have a good look. Shall I go and have a look while that loads? I didn't go this side of the room. Let's have a look.
There's one.
There's one. Okay. Yeah. Laboratory. Okay. I made a most fascinating discovery today, and it's complete with mysterious machinery and strange experiments, the likes of which I've never seen, or have I? There's something very familiar about this place. Okay.
Okay.
Does it help us get out of this room?
Not exactly, no, but they look like
No.
faces on the walls, though, looking at the...
They do, don't they? Okay. So let's go back over here and let's open up the code builder. And
that's where our
again,
particles were, weren't they?
yeah, we'll let you follow those on-screen instructions and try and navigate this, okay? Hopefully you can figure this out.
Code has got to run it so that they matches the carriages on that train.
Yeah, they do. Right, give it a go. So we've got one skeleton. So
Your sound has gone, Manon.
is my sound gone?
Oh, there you're back. You're
Can
back.
you hear me? Oh, good. Those mobs
thought
have tried to
Take your
kidnap me.
voice.
Right, so that one is correct. Sorting one skeleton. And then we've got sorting, I think that's a zombie, isn't it?
I
So
think so, yeah.
let's place the zombie next. Then we've got another skeleton.
Yeah.
So that needs to come there. And then we've got, let's have a look closer. Are these creepers? These two?
2 creepers, yeah.
I think they're 2 creepers. So this one is the creeper. I'm going to change that to 2 because we have got 2 of them.
Right.
And then we've got 2 zombies at the end. So hopefully these can be sorted into the correct areas. Let's run this code.
Okay, he's off.
They're going in the correct places.
They are, yes.
Oh, good. Okay.
Again,
so-
that code could have been written slightly different again.
Yes, it could have. It could have. So, get me out of here now. That door is open.
Oh, yes, there it is. Yeah,
It
yeah,
is.
yeah.
Hooray.
Oh, okay. Well, I think we've fallen into some kind of like main room. I don't know, like a parlor or somewhere.
Okay, I'm gonna have a look for some more gold particles.
And I think
Ah,
we've had 3 puzzles in all the other rooms. Maybe we've got 3 puzzles in this
Yeah.
room as well.
okay, there's something over here. Okay. Oh,
Oh, a moving picture.
it looks a bit like a piece, but no, it's mixed up. So let's see if code will solve this problem. And again, we'll run the code, okay, and we'll see what needs to be changed or what needs to be added before we have a go. And again, we'll give you some time to debug this. Hopefully you can figure out how to move those blocks to make the picture correct. So press play to start the code and let's see. Nope, incorrect.
Another piece of code to debug. Okay, learners, you need to run the code, see if you can work out what needs to be moved, how those blocks need to be moved around so we'll get that picture back in a proper picture format.
So if you look at those coloured arrows on the wall around the picture frame, they should really help us figure this out. Okay, so let's have a go now. And if you still haven't done it, you can do it along with us now. Okay, so I think pushing the yellow is correct, but I think we need to push then the
Upwards.
blue. Yeah,
Yeah,
upwards.
yeah.
And then push green to the right. And then I don't think we need the red one. I'm going to place that over there.
Okay.
And I'm going to run this code. Will this make the correct image?
Ah, you were right. And it is the chess piece as well. It's the king.
It is. I'm going to walk up to the king. I'm going to right click. And he's moving. Oh,
Oh, where's he gone to?
he's moved to the chessboard.
Was there a chessboard in the room? Oh, is it on there on the floor?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Okay.
So he's taking the bishop.
Okay, I'm going to walk over here. And yeah, I think there's more of those gold particles by this bookcase. It looks like there's something at the top of the bookcase. I think it might be the Queen. And if I think we have to make something to get to the top. Yeah, let's have a look. Let's click, right click. We've got our cursor again. Okay, I'm going to press C to code. And see, I think it's, yes, got to make something to get to the top.
Somewhere like a staircase.
Yeah. Right, so we're going to have a look at the instructions at the top. And again, we'll get you to try your best with this one, see if you can figure it out. And read at the top there. There seems to be something at the top of the bookcase. See if you can create a way to get up there. We'll give you a couple of minutes. Again, don't worry how you code this. There could be several ways to code this. Okay, we'll give you a few minutes. I'm looking forward to this. Okay, so I'm going to run the code. See what we've got to work with first. Hopefully you've done the same. And we can see again, this is not quite right, is it? It's moved too many blocks there. So let's go back to the code.
Another one down.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to place a block. I'm going to then move the cursor by 1, place a block, again move the cursor by 1, and then place a block. So that'll give us 3 blocks, won't it? And then I need to move up. So I'm using that orange color to move up 1. But I'm thinking,
the arrow. Yeah.
So now I've reached 1, 2, 3. I've reached here. So how about I'm repeating. I've repeated a bit at the start of the code, but let's just try and shorten it a little bit. So I need to place a block now. I'll zoom out a bit so we can see. And then I need to move along again. So I don't want that to happen 4 times. If I repeat that twice, it'll give me 2 blocks on the next ledge.
Right.
I then need to move up, and that needs to go under the repeat block. Orange one is the up on the cursor. And again, I need to make the top ledge. So again, I'm going to use that repeat block just to save us some blocks and some time. I'm going to place a block, and I'm then going to move the cursor by 1. So twice. So if I looked and counted properly, we've got a ledge at the bottom. Is that correct? Hopefully. And then we've got 2 repeating twice on the next ledge, repeating twice on the next ledge. Okay. Let's keep our fingers crossed and see, did that build some sort of staircase for us?
I suppose again there could be different ways to build a staircase.
Absolutely. Don't know if it likes my staircase. Well, we're nearly there. It's taking a bit of working out this one. Okay. So we've got a staircase.
Does it actually reach all the way? Yeah.
Okay, so I can see there's golden lights there. Can you see them? We can follow these. Doesn't matter what your staircase looks like.
I would just be careful.
Oh yeah, look, I could have placed another block there, couldn't I?
Yeah.
But I'm going to jump over, and I've managed to reach the Queen. I can right click.
That was clever, but that was scary. You've got to come down it again, don't forget.
Okay, right. So if I would have placed another block there, we might have been all right. Let's jump over.
Jump. Oh.
Luckily. Okay. So.
More particles.
More particles. Okay, here we have. We are going to press C.
Manon's your sound's gone again.
Am I here? Can you hear me?
You're back again, yeah.
I'm back. Good. And we need some help to investigate what we need to do for this.
You've gone again.
Gone again?
No, you're back again.
I'm back again.
You're jumping in and out of this room.
This mansion is playing havoc with us today. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we're fine. So look at this code, see what's going on.
Okay, so it says we freed the king and queen, but the door still isn't opening. The pieces must be in the wrong places. Move them
okay.
into the correct places so you can finally escape this place. Okay, so were there any clues or anything around to help us with this?
I don't know. There's some signs around the edge of the chessboard there, and there's another sign
Yes.
over there. Oh yeah, yeah. I wonder what they
Okay,
say.
yes. Oh, and there's another diary here. Okay. Okay, the large door in the foyer looks like it could lead out of the mansion. But how
Oh,
does
could be
one
good.
open it? Could this chessboard unlock the door? Surely there must be clues lying about now. I've come too far to go back now. Okay, it's definitely something to do with the board, and I can see those months and the days and the chalkboards. Are there any other clues?
Just go and have a look over by the, I don't know, it looks like a cake or something. Oh, a birthday
Yeah.
cake, right.
Okay, so their birthday, King's birthday, and oh, there's some particles over there. The Queen's birthday, May the 4th. So we'll give you a chance to complete this puzzle. Hopefully those clues help you to complete this puzzle. I'll give you some time to work this out.
No,
Well, hopefully takes a bit of
if we can get the
If
king
we
and queen in
can-
the right places, we might be
Yeah.
able to get out of this room.
That's it. So I think King was April the 1st. So let's try and move him onto the correct part of the chessboard. And then we need to move him by 4. And then the blue by 1. We need to move the Queen by 4, not 2. And then we can leave that one. So we needed to change the first code and the third line there. Okay, let's press play and see if we've got them in the right place, and hopefully we can escape now.
I've got my fingers crossed.
Yay,
Oh, thank goodness for that.
they're in the right place. And look,
Yeah.
I think hopefully the door is
It's opening.
opening.
Yeah. Oh, good.
It
Let's get.
is.
Uh-oh, who's that? Oh, it's Dr. Browski again.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank you, Dr. Brzezowski. Yes, we've managed to make our way out. We've got through this mansion. Yeah, I think we've done well.
I think we have. And let's press close. Oh no, it's a rascal. We're in an interdimensional prison.
Oh no, is that those time agents that they caused us so much trouble last year in the Hour of Code?
Yes, and definitely, you know, we don't want them causing havoc. Oh, not so fast, time agents. We haven't come this far for you to lock us up in here forever. No way.
No, it's yeah, I'm with you on this, Tara. It's time to get them out of here.
It is. Okay, so long, chumps. We're no chumps.
No, look how well we've done so far.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so this portal's going to lead to a time orb. Will they be able to use it to escape? No, we can't let that happen. There's only one way to stop the time orb, and that's using these chrono cannons. It's not going to take long for them to go. Okay, well, thanks for the heads up, Tara. And if this portal leads out to the time orb, we need to stop them. But unfortunately, we've run out of time. So we're going to have to leave you here to work this out yourselves, guys. And don't worry, we're going to make sure that you've got everything that you need. We just thought it would be a good idea to have a little bit of reflection on what we have done so far today.
And you've all done so amazingly, haven't they, Sarah?
Really, really well. I'm glad that you've all been with us, and hopefully you've been keeping up with us. But as I say, we've run out of time. We've done an amazing job, and you know, we've tried to get out of here, and there's other pathways that we can go on as well, which we'll just talk about in a minute. But if we just have a little think about what we've done here as we close our time together, some reflective questions there. If you want to tell your teachers what was the favourite part you liked today, anything new you've learned, which computation learning skills did you use? Would you like to try Minecraft again? Shall we tell you a little bit about these are the past? Just pop us some answers in the Q&A there for us, and then we know what we're doing. See if there's anything coming through. Oh, let's have a look. There's a couple coming in yet. Oops.
So we have some learn perseverance skills, and it's not something you can get right first time. Sometimes you have to try again. That's so true, isn't it?
Really true. Yeah, definitely. Yes.
Amazing.
Most definitely.
Oh, some great answers. So well done. And to recap what we've done today, you've done so much. You've explored various coding concepts. You've debugged the faulty code, that really important skill of looking at the code and fixing it and adding and taking away what needs to do to get it right. And you've learned about how computational thinking can make you a great problem solver.
So, yeah.
And we've had some fun as well.
We have definitely gone through quite a lot here as well. And now that we've finished off, I think that all the learners should be able to get a certificate. You know, you can finish this off in your own time. Don't worry if you've closed down and you haven't got your certificate, you can go back in and finish the game off. And we're also going to put a link in the chat for your teachers to be able to get a folder that's got the certificates in there, so you can have your names put on it. And also we're going to give them all the answers to all the other clues. But tell you, in the world you're in now, you've got a fantastic boss battle in front of you.
Okay, but the fun doesn't have to stop here though, does it, Sarah?
No, it doesn't. No. I mean, we have to go, but there's other things you can do. Obviously, you've got this pathway to finish off. And if you remember, we said there was 3 doorways. We've gone through the yellow door today, but there's a green door that takes you through to different escape rooms. And there's a red door as well. So brilliant. I think we've had a brilliant time. I've really enjoyed myself. I hope you have, Manon.
Yes, it's been great. And thank you to all you learners out there as well. So thank you and bye.
Bye, everyone.